presentation.
So, the first time that you saw Dad, what did you think of him? Was he the one?
I said, wow, he's cute.
That's
I
all?
could see myself talking with him.
So, like, you couldn't talk to any other guy if he was cute, if he wasn't cute?
No, actually, it's by church at Sunday school. I was 15 years old, and I saw him. He was coming out, and I was sitting at the back, out of the class, and I was sitting at the back. And I saw him just walking. I said, wow, it's the first time seeing that guy. I said, he's cute. I just myself talking to him.
Okay. So, Dad, when you saw Mom, was she the one? Did you think?
When I saw her, I saw her and I was like, she looked nice. I like her. She looked like her mannerism thing. But I wasn't thinking yet about in a relationship. But I did notice her.
So, you both met each other at church. So, you guys were just thinking about being saved at the time then?
Yeah, basically.
All right.
But I noticed her.
You noticed her. So, you both noticed each other. That's the first step. All right. So, Mom, was that the guy you were looking for? Once you got to know him, did he fit your checklist if you had one?
Yeah, but I don't know if I had a checklist. But his whole demeanor, and then later on getting to know him and what he stands for and so forth, that is bypassing the looks now, his personality and so on. Yeah.
So, for example, what were you looking for in a man?
At first, I don't think I was looking for a man, but
No, as in what do? Okay.
basically, for me, first, it must be a God-fearing person, confident, a person that leads from the front, and basically your father was already doing all of those things, so that part of it was very easy for me. But those things were at the top, and he already acquired those abilities. So yeah, you have all the attributes that I know that I would want in a significant other: God-fearing, somebody that leads from the front, confident, and at the same time he has a very compassionate thing about him, wherein he have this soft spot for others who are going through struggles.
Okay. So, same question that did Mom fit? Did she tick all the boxes on your checklist if you had one?
I would say yes. I don't think I had a checklist, but based on after getting to know her, I saw myself, having her in my life, and of course, it was kind of a no-brainer for me, based on the qualities that I saw in her. Yes.
So, all of this was just fate, nothing planned at all.
No, but not on my part. Basically, no.
Because she's from the country, actually.
Right. He's living in Kingston, and I just came from the country, visiting church with my aunt, and then I didn't even decide to get saved the first time that I saw him, but eventually I got saved at 15, because without being planned, I didn't come to get saved, but I did. And that's when I was in Sunday school. Before I actually got saved, I saw him. And after going to Sunday school and learning more about the Lord, and getting to know the Lord now, because we were actually friends 2 years.
Yeah, we started talking in 1997.
Right, we were friends 2 years before we display any form of seriousness towards each other, because we normally go on trips, Sunday school trips, youth trips, and within the group with others, that's when I really started to observe him secretly and silently. It's not as if I said, oh, I like you. No, it was like a secret observation.
The truth is, separate and apart from her spiritual maturity or spiritual life that I saw, she had a very nice shape, yeah? Very nice shape. That was after. Physically, she looked well too. So it wasn't just or she could have speak in tongues, or she, you know, was a choir member, or she could have sing alone or whatever. But she did catch my eyes.
Look who's here. Michael came to join us. Next question. Describe what he looked like and what attracted him to you.
First of all, even then he was very tall, and I remember he had on, I think it's either a rust and black pantsuit, you know, and the foot of it was just.
Yeah, actually got it from my uncle. I just got saved. So.
He was walking out, and his posture, he had that presence.
Rich man vibes.
It's not about richness, but he had that.
As in,
you know that he enters the room. Once he enters the room, you know that, okay, you had to look.
So showstopper.
Lord have mercy.
Right. You know, I said, what? I've seen him here before. You know, so you know, as a teenager, you come to visit Sunday school regularly. You look around the place and say, in your mind, I don't know if people do it now, but
them search, them scan the area.
Myself talking to him, he said, but again, I didn't see him like weeks and weeks after that. So, and after a time, I must say to them, I have forgotten all about it, because it seemed like he wasn't coming to that Sunday school.
Yeah, stop for her. But then she's asked for the description. Want me to look?
Yeah, he looks very sharp, same as now, cute, and had a presence.
I lost some weight then.
And he was very skinny, but then...
Of course he did skinny. You were like, what, 17, 14, 15?
Yeah, but because I was also a small person, it didn't really... It still looks...
That was 20 years ago, guys.
You know?
Okay. So, Dad, describe how Mom looked and what attracted her to you.
She's short, but she had a nice, as I said, she had a nice shape.
So is that the first thing all boys say? Tell the truth.
No, but
that's the first thing.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna tell you, boy. I like how she sing, or I like how she speaking.
So you hear that, guys? Whether you're a Christian or you're just a
listen, I am real.
All right.
It has to be a combination of things. And what ticked the box, she put herself together, well spoken, and she had a thing about her that was respectability. She wasn't
showy,
loose and showy per se, but she adorned herself with respectability, and that was also what attracted her to me.
Okay. So, next question. So, this is your 20th year. How has the journey been thus far? First to Mommy.
Actually, for me, it's a good journey. I've learned things about myself that I didn't know was there, positively, negatively, and things that need to be worked on. I mean, we have our ups and our downs, but I think it makes me a better person overall, because the truth is, getting saved at 15 and getting married at 24, you didn't really experience much, I would say, in life. You thought that you were the best thing since sliced bread in personality.
I didn't think I was the best thing.
I think that I was a very
good person.
I know I'm a good person.
So you sound like you kind of sound narcissistic right there.
No, actually, I never know that. I thought that I was too nicey.
Oh,
until I really got married, I realized I could actually get upset. You understand? And those things, and I realized that there's things inside of me that need to be worked on.
So
that being married to somebody pulls out of you. You now see. So it makes me a better person, physically, spiritually.
So she was 24, I was 22.
Yes, and
most in fact, being in our assembly, or this in our organization, 22, 24, that's too young to get married. You don't know what you're doing, you don't have the experience.
Well, that was 20 years ago.
Well, but I'm just saying how it was then. So looking at two young persons, I think a lot of persons I think that they respected us still, but I don't think they, and some persons say that you guys weren't ready.
Yeah, we're too young.
We were too young. You understand me?
We haven't experienced anything.
And she was the first for me, and I
was
the first for her. So the truth is, we never really lived much lives outside of church prior to getting married. So anything that we would have experienced would have been, the bulk of our experience would have came or come when we got married.
Yeah.
And as she spoke about things coming out of us and things, I mean, I have always maintained that I'm probably the coolest dude and thing, but I knew I can get upset. And I made it plain to her that I can get upset. And if I get upset, it's sometimes, depending on the level of upsetness, it can be bad. But overall, I mean, there were days when, I'm not gonna lie to you, there were days when it was really challenging. Challenging in terms of us coming together, because when the scripture says, boy, you become one flesh, it felt like we were really amalgamating. We're like, we come together, and you know, the lungs never want to come together, and the kidney never want to come, and there's a fight between the two hand them and whatever. But eventually
no, explain that, because we really fight each other.
No,
like
in the
that.
sense that, no, not talking that,
okay.
But in the sense that we realize that when the scripture say become one flesh, it's like you're literally becoming one flesh, and in that coming together, it's not easy. It's not the easiest transition.
Yeah.
But what we learned was that we had to we made a decision, and trust me, there were days when it was really testy, really testy. And one of the things that I think has helped us, helped the longevity, is the fact that after disagreement, maybe if it don't happen the same night, a day or two after, well, maybe like a day, you know, it could be beyond that. We would talk it over. And in talking it over, you know, we go back through whatever, because I love to dissect things and talk about it, because I don't want to have anything unsettled or have anything not properly dealt with, because if it's not properly dealt with, it might resurface. So I like to talk things over and get it out in the open and be clear as crystal, so the both of us understand where we are, where we went wrong, and things. But sometimes she's not the easiest person to say that she's sorry or to admit that she's wrong. She can tell
the
about that part.
The truth is not that I don't want to say that I'm sorry. For me to say I'm sorry, I really have to feel
like
sorrowful
really
I have
sorry.
to be genuinely sorry. So I may not say I'm sorry within the heat of maybe the disagreement. It may take me a day or a night to look over it, to go through it properly and see, you know, what caused it. How did I play a part in it? And one thing for sure, if I see that I was wrong, you understand, I am going to say sorry. But sometimes you don't see that you're wrong within the conversation. It may take a day for you to look over, you know, and be honest with yourself. I know I didn't have to say this, or maybe it's best if I didn't say this. And so I am the type of person who, when I say sorry, I really mean it. So
but she don't say it quickly.
I don't say it quickly, because
so even if it hurts a bit,
no, it's not that.
She's going to wait until she feel it to say.
I understand how you may feel that way. Honestly, I understand how you may feel that way. You're right. Yeah, I understand why you may feel that way, because it's true. You must say sorry, but at the same time, it must be real. It must not be fake, you know. So
you want it to be premature before
premature.
It's just, for example, it's just like when a child does something wrong, and you want them to feel sorry about it before they say sorry daddy, sorry mommy. So in fact you send them to a corner to let them think about what they've done. So when that happens now, they come back and they actually say, okay, I did this and that, and apologize.
I think what kind of want is for me to say sorry there and then right away. I mean, I could say it, but it will not be genuine.
Because the same thing could happen again.
Exactly. He will know. And sometimes, some of the thing, you know, if you have something that needs to be worked on, and it keep happening on my part, it feels silly to keep saying sorry about the same thing. So sometimes you have to take a time and work on yourself, you know, work on yourself, so you don't have to keep saying sorry over the same
And the truth is what I've learned in that situation, because I believe that if you know you go wrong, just say you're sorry and let's move on. Yes. So I don't need a bawling or a lamenting forgiveness. I'm sorry or apology. I just need I'm sorry and it done. But it has to be genuine, but for me it's about the acknowledgement. Once the acknowledgement is done, I'm good. I'm a move on. But what I've learned over that period is that I would be insistent on saying, hey, I mean, you know, why you don't, whatever. And I realized it wasn't working. So even though I will instantaneously apologize and show remorse, she know that she don't do it as instantaneously. So I have to just go easy and just, you know, give her time.
Hey Wagwan everybody, I hope you're having a good time. We need to reach 500 likes, so everybody like up this video. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Cornell.
And we're Liz.
You can say it or you can say it.
Okay. We're here to share with you conversation with lit ones. Like,
Subscribe
and share. Hi.
Anyway, so the bottom line is I learned that I don't need to push. I just need to just relax, as you just say. Let the child go to the corner and think about it. So I learned, just leave it alone. When you feel.
No, actually, I'm not saying you're a child.
No,
Just an example.
But it's
an analogy. Same thing will go for you. No, same thing will go for you.
I don't need to go to the corner because I would say sorry same time.
I don't know. I just
She
think people.
she goes to the corner.
I just think people deal with things differently. Some
It's
things
just an
come.
analogy.
No,
You don't
it's
necessarily
okay. It's
mean-
not that serious. But the truth is, it needs to be said because the truth is, there are certain things that comes with personality. You know, some people is that right? Some people personality think some things come easy for them within it, and some people not so easily. So that's why, you know, it's a journey. It is a journey because you learn from each other, and the beautiful thing about it is that no two person is the same. So instead of letting it work against you, you just have to work through it and make it work for you.
Yeah, and that's where the word compromise comes in. You know?
Right. You know.
That's where the word comes. So and the compromising is about you stopping and thinking about the other person. So sometimes it may not be something that you love doing, but because of the person, for example, she likes to watch a particular movie, I give her a time to watch it or whatever. I'm into football. Sometimes she come and she watch football with me, and there are times I will sit and try watch something where she watch, but most of the time it don't work for me. I sit with her, you understand me? So that's where the whole thing.
Sometimes you don't even need to be with her, actually.
yeah, because she get hysterical with her things, so after this, make sure I have her time.
Yeah, you know, the key thing is that you have to know that.
Sure, one more question.
Okay.
Not several. So, if you had to do it all over, would you do it differently?
For me, no. I think what I would do differently sometime is to listen. Just listen more. You know, because it's one of the things that kind of would say, you know, you don't listen. But, you know, it's not that you don't listen. You hear. But pay some more attention to some stuff.
Oh, okay. Let me make this question a little bit more flexible or straight to the point. Since that this is 20 years since your marriage, what would you tell your younger self 20 years ago?
20 years ago, what I would have told my younger self is...
Starting the marriage.
Yes.
Yes. Is...
But something we never learn at the start.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Like in the middle.
We learn it within the middle.
So with you, with all this knowledge 20 years after, what could you have told yourself to make something?
Okay, I understand the question. What I would do, I think what I would do is maybe have a longer engagement, not so much because of knowing the person, but to accomplish certain things, accomplish certain things that materialistically. So, you know, because within the journey of everything marriage, sometimes you do have children, and it takes a longer time to accomplish certain things when you do have a child, and to accomplish certain things that should have been done. You know,
you wanting to lay a better foundation before.
Foundation. But apart from that, I really have no regrets. I will make the same decision again.
What about you, Dad?
I'll do it again. There are some things that I would have probably done differently, especially with
what would you tell your younger self?
I would just tell my younger self to be patient and set
There's one thing missing though. Wouldn't you have told yourself, well, 20 years ago is a long time, so I was about to say, what do you have tell them to be like about the metaphysics thing?
Oh no, but the truth is, I mean, in church you learn some things,
word and everything.
But then as you grow and as you begin to seek knowledge and seek after the Lord, other things come into your experience, and other things that come to help you on the same spiritual growth and same spiritual journey. And I don't think, that's why I said I don't think I would change much, because everything that whoever I am now is because of all I've experienced up to this point.
That's true.
So you wouldn't want to give yourself like an easy...
No, because I would not have learned and garnered the knowledge and experience that I garnered now. And for me, the best is still yet to come. Yeah. So I wouldn't change anything.
So, what advice do you have for the single people out there, or persons who wish to get married soon?
My first thing would be, as a single person, enjoy your single life for a time and learn to love yourself. When you learn to love yourself, then with that you'll know how to love somebody else. You understand? And I mean, it's okay. Sort out your mental state also. Make sure that you're mentally stable, because marriage is it's a journey and a school. It teaches you things about your own self that you thought that you knew, and you're gonna realize, but you never know. And also, going into marriage, have an open mind that the person that you engaged, you understand, it don't have to be, let us say now, going down the road, you may learn more about that person,
and that the person will make mistakes.
You will make mistakes.
Be patient with each other.
Right.
And even before getting married or engaged, spend time with God.
Yes, have a relationship with the Lord.
Spend time to know the Lord for yourself, because if you know the Lord for yourself, that will enable you to deal with some challenges going forward.
And that's the key factor, because God will be the only third person that should be in your marriage and that you will need within your marriage. But when the testing times come.
Well, I wish you guys many, many more years. Thanks for watching.